Real Madrid, the Galacticos, one of the biggest clubs in world football. They have just signed Jude Bellingham. There's a very high chance they're going to sign Kylian Mbappe next summer as well. So today, we're going to take on a very, very fun challenge here over on Sword Art Asylum. Basically, building the best team that has ever been seen in the world of football and trying to challenge Barcelona at the very top of the La Liga. If you guys didn't see yesterday, I done my very own Barcelona rebuild on my channel. This is sort of a versus battle we do in every single week. Yesterday's video for Barcelona was a youth only rebuild, and this is a Galacticos rebuild, and next week is going to either be the North London derby or the Milan derby, so you can expect this every single week from myself here on Sword Art Asylum and on my channel, so make sure you subscribe to both. But without further ado, let's get right in to a Real Madrid rebuild. What's going on there, guys? Kempis here, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video from myself, and today we're on Sword Art Asylum, which means one thing: it's Thursday, it's rebuild day, and today is Real Madrid. Now, I've gone on about what the plan is already in a little intro, so we'll get right into it, and I'm going to tell you right now, I have done the signings already. I have set up Jude Bellingham to join on the 14th of June in just 10 days time, and I've set up Mbappe as well on a free contract for next summer. Now, I've done that because it is the most likely thing that is going to happen, and Mbappe always signs a new contract on FM to stay at PSG, but in real life that is not the case, and he's going to join Real Madrid next summer. So I've just set it up in game. Now, you guys might be angry that I've not paid a penny for Mbappe, but I assure you he is going to be expensive. He's on ridiculous amounts of money, and we are going to be basically trying to sign one Galacticos per sub, and I also think it's realistic. This is what is going to happen in real life. Mbappe is going to sign for Real Madrid. Bellingham has already signed for Real Madrid. Endrick is coming in next summer. We've even got Joselu coming in this summer. So who's not buzzing about Joselu being up top and, you know, us absolutely dominating the league? The tactic we're using is the perfect tactic for Real Madrid. They've got so many good central midfielders that I'm using a diamond 3-back. Yes, you heard it, a diamond 3-back. We tested this last week. It's something I've created. It's a sweeper, keeper and support in goal with no further instructions. Two wide centre-backs either side with dribble less on, a ball-playing defender on cover in the middle centre-back role with tackle harder. An anchor man just in front with close down less and tackle harder, with two attacking Segundo Volantes next to him with move with the channels and tackle harder. Just in front of that is an advanced playmaker with dribble less and tackle harder. On the right-hand side is an inverted winger on support with roam from position, sit narrower and tackle harder. And on the left is an inverted winger on support with roam from position, sit narrower and tackle harder. While up front is an advanced forward on attack with tackle harder. It's a balanced mentality. In possession, it's shorter passing, pass into space, low crosses, work ball into the box, be more expressive, underlap left and right, slightly higher tempo and fairly narrow. And in transition, it's rolling it out, distributing to the centre backs, counter and counter press, high press system, pressing much more often and preventing that short goal distribution while getting stuck in. Now, this is going to be great fun. I'm going to go forward to the end of season number 1 already. I'm going to go and basically see how we can do in the La Liga, in the Champions League, in the Copa del Rey and the Supercopa, with Bellingham in the team, with Vinicius on the left. We're probably going to have Rodrigo up front. I mean, I don't know who the striker is going to be because there's no Karim Benzema. I mean, it's probably going to be Vinicius or Rodrigo, I imagine. I mean, that means on the wings, it'll probably be Valverde on the right. You've got Modric, Kroos, Camavinga, Tchouaméni, Bellingham to fill the midfield. I mean, that is ridiculous, isn't it? And at the back, obviously, we've got some very strong defenders. Eder Militao, Antonio Rudiger. We'll go through that next season, also with David Alaba as well. I mean, what a back three that is. Let's go forward 12 months. Let's show you the team. Let's show you as well how good we have done in season number 1. If you guys can, make sure to like the video, subscribe to Sword Art Asylum, and also subscribe to my channel as well. It helps massively. Everyone, it helps, and you guys are absolute legends as well, because the support on both channels recently has been absolutely crazy. So a massive thank you for your support recently. This season with Real Madrid, we did win the Supercopa. I know we did. We come runners up in the Supercopa. We won the Copa del Rey, but we did come second in La Liga with Bellingham in midfield. We do not have a striker, which I think was the absolute killer, because the man scoring the goals was Rodrigo. He scored 34 goals, and you can actually see he did play down the middle. 32 goals in 38 games. It's very good, but he's not a natural number 9. He might have 17 finishing, which, to be fair, is outrageously good. But I don't see him being that good down the middle. I can't see it really working too well with him there. So he was our big goal scorer. Next up was the new signing, Jude Bellingham. Now, obviously, Bellingham is an absolute baller. Do we need to talk about Bellingham? He's 20 years old. He is unbelievable. He had his shirt retired at the age of 12 at Birmingham. So, I mean, he's unbelievable, and he done very well this season as well with 12 goals and 14 assists. And Vinicius Jr. with an okay season with 12 goals and 18 assists. Luka Modric still dropping down 9 goals, 5 assists. Juan Miguel Latasa is someone that has been playing a few games this year as well. 14 starts this season, 8 goals and 2 assists. Probably shows how desperate we were, the fact that he is getting a lot of game time. I mean, did Joselu even play a game this season? He did. He's come on the bench 22 times, scored 5 goals. Yeah, that sort of says it all, doesn't it? I mean, Toni Kroos, very, very good season. Rudiger, Alaba and El Militao at the back as well is extremely, extremely strong. And I don't think them goal-scoring things are going to be too much of a problem going forward because this man's coming in. And he's a little bit good. This season scored 36 goals and 10 assists for PSG. I'm wanting 40 goals next season for Mbappe. And also, Endrick is coming in. Now, it'll be interesting to see how Endrick comes into the side. Obviously, we have got some decent players, but the right wing is looking like it could be improved. So we're going to go forward now, again, a little bit further, the end of season number 2. And I'll show you guys what the team is looking like, the transfers we've brought in, and also how we do in season number 2 in terms of trophies. Can we get the La Liga title back? Surely not 3 times in a row for Barcelona. Starting off with the transfers then, here we are. We have signed Kylian Mbappe for a free contract from PSG. He's quite good, isn't he? 33 goals and 19 assists in 47 games. To be honest, isn't the numbers I was expecting, but nevertheless, he's very, very good. 20 acceleration, 20 pace, 18 flair, 18 finishing, 19 first touch, 18 dribbling. Very consistent, loves a big match. You can't get better than Kylian Mbappe. We've also got Endrick coming in this season, and my God, Endrick. I did not expect this either. 25 appearances, 29 goals and 10 assists. And yes, in 16 starts and 19 off the bench, he got 25 goals in the La Liga. I mean, Endrick, are you okay? Playing down the middle, he was unbelievable. I did not expect it in the slightest. I didn't expect him to get a sniff in that front three of Vinicius, with Mbappe, with Rodrigo. Endrick was the star man, and I am absolutely buzzing to see that because I've never really used him this year. Mendy was sold for 45 million, and a few other players left the club as well. We brought Antonio Silva for £47.5 million as well. I mean, he is a fantastic centre-half. He's 21 years of age, extremely consistent. 46 appearances for this man this summer. Given we've still got Alaba, Rudiger, Militao, this guy was fantastic. Already 4.5-star kind of ability, and obviously potential ability is through the roof. Very good from him, a 7.31 average rating season. And we also signed Desire Dewey as well. Now this guy has got some fantastic potential. We spent about £50 million on him. Again, I told you we were spending lots and lots of money, and it's not going to stop here. There could be a very beautiful blonde man coming in very shortly. But Desire Dewey in that sort of midfield advanced playmaker role to replace Modric was my thought process with him, 19 years of age. This season back at Rennes, he played 37 games, 1 goal and 5 assists. A few games in the Champions League as well. So some great experience for him. Managed to get some good game time. So very, very happy with that. And I suppose if I don't show the competition screen, you'll see the top left. So, competition screen, 99 points. Runners up in the Champions League final to a 4-3 extra time loss to Liverpool was an absolute gutter. We did win the Copa del Rey again. That is back-to-back now. But we did stop the Barcelona 3 years of dominance. And by the look of it, we didn't come off the top of the table once this season. A whole season at the top of the league. Edinson Cavani going strong and winning top goal scorer this season. Lewandowski in second, joint with 18-year-old Endrick, who outscored Mbappe. What on earth is that? 19 assists for Toni Kroos, 12 for Mbappe, who might have actually been pushed out to the wing because Endrick was doing so well. He played 1 game up front. He's been playing as a winger. Endrick has pushed him out, and I tell you who else has pushed him out as well. Rodrigo, 25 goals and 13 assists. This man again has been playing down the middle. How Mbappe is a backup dancer? Between Vinicius Jr. only played 33 games this season with 11 goals and 7 assists. So we've got too many good players. I mean, Modric is retiring. I'm absolutely gobsmacked as to how well we are doing. You can tell that in my voice as well. Luka Modric didn't play too much this season. Antonio Silva played more than Rudiger, so it would have been Militao, Alaba, Antonio Silva, Tchouaméni in the base of DM, Camavinga and Bellingham either side. Bellingham with 8 goals, 13 assists this season. Camavinga with 11 and 6. Toni Kroos with 26 assists as well. It's just outrageous. But Endrick is the star man. I mean, absolutely fair play. I mean, we've got some fantastic young players as well coming through the academy. I mean, the Barcelona academy was fantastic yesterday. The Real Madrid one is just as good. 5-star players dripping into the team. We've got Borja Serrano, we've got Borja Barboso, we've got Ivan Delgado. It's unbelievable. The academies in Spain are fantastic and I absolutely love it. We've got another £340 million to spend. I mean, we're going to have to see what we can bring in. I mean, that's a lot of money to spend. We've got to replace Luka Modric, so maybe a midfielder to bring in, and maybe a defender. I don't know. We'll see. We'll go forward 12 months' time. Obviously, fantastic results this season in the Premier League, in this season in the La Liga. 117 goals scored, conceding just 28 as well. Possession-wise, 57% possession. We had the most shots. We were second on fewest against as well. And the one that matters is obviously the points per game. The data hub looking at 3.08 goals per game, seeing just 0.74. It's beautiful. But now we're going to go forward. Season 3. Let's see who we bring in. We brought in Bellingham. We brought in Mbappe. Who is the next star? Do we officially have the best midfield in the history of football? We're now looking at Joshua Kimmich, Camavinga, Tchouaméni and Jude Bellingham as a Diamond 4. That is outrageous. £82 million spent on Joshua Kimmich just to give us that. I don't even know. Why not? He was wanted to leave Bayern Munich, actually. He was transfer listed for 82 million. So we brought him in. Extremely consistent. Loves a big match. We know how good Joshua Kimmich is. And he's not the only signing we brought in as well. We brought in 2 youngsters in Danny, who is a Brazilian striker, who was, I'm pretty sure, just rocked up after being... oh, no, he didn't. He actually played 28 games. Scored 28 goals, in 19 games for the under-19. So he's been here developing nicely. Decent player, 5-star potential. We'll see if he goes into much. And Thomas Sosa as well is another player we signed. Played 1 game in the league, 21 non-competitive as well. 5-star potential. A young centre midfielder. We don't need anyone in that position for a long time. So we'll see if he ever develops into one more thing. Jurrien Timber's been brought in as well. Now, Timber is a very good centre-back. Also can play right-back. And as we do play with wide centre-backs on support, I feel like he's absolutely perfect for this role. Played 23 games, 32 off the bench, so about 55 games overall for him. And very good player, just brought in to be another option at the back. We've got now, in terms of squad, Rudiger, Eder Militao, Alaba, Jurrien Timber, Antonio Silva, and a youngster. So we are pretty covered. We've got so much money, it's great fun. And this season, we've got runners up again. I mean, I'm absolutely gutted. Last season was extra time against Liverpool. This one is penalties against Borussia Dortmund. And to think how many players we've got as well that love to play in big matches. We didn't win it. We also didn't win the the Copa del Rey. We lost to Ponferrada, which is annoying. We did win the Supercopa de España though. So just left is the Champions League to win. So we're going to have to win that at some point. And the last season, this season the league as well, 96 points, 3 points less than last season, but a pretty bloody good season if you ask me. And again, very, very strong this season. We were actually in second for a fair bit of it, but won the league eventually, which is great to see. And I mean, in terms of goals this season, you might have seen it at the bottom there. I'm shocked. Mbappe, 17 goals and 17 assists. He is literally a winger. Mbappe doesn't play down the middle anymore. He's signed for Real Madrid. He's a backup dancer to Rodrigo. I mean, fair play, but unexpected. Endrick again as well, 21 goals and 7 assists is fantastic. Rodrigo 27 and 10. Mbappe 17 and 17. Bellingham coming into his own for season 3, 17 goals, 11 assists. Eder Militao getting 13 goals, 12 goals, 14 assists from Camavinga, 11 and 17 from Vinicius Jr., who has been certainly underwhelming. 18 assists for Joshua Kimmich as well, but Vinicius Jr. doesn't seem to be the player he is in real life. I've got no idea why. A decent season, obviously very, very good. A lot of competition, and he is definitely the worst of Endrick, Rodrigo, Mbappe, Vinicius Jr. I mean, that's a good list, isn't it? I mean, it is okay to be 4th in that list, but he is certainly 4th in that list. And yeah, it's quite surprising to see Tchouaméni, Kimmich, Camavinga, Bellingham, Antonio Silva, Militao, Timber and Courtois. It's a pretty good team, isn't it? I mean, we're a very, very strong side. And again, the bench, Alaba, Rudiger, Camero, Pulisic is a young player, Sosa, Valverde still here, Desire Dewey still here, Endrick, Brahim Diaz and Danny were the backups this season. Next season we need to win it all. We've got 348 million. Let's see who we can bring in. I think it might be time. Let's go Haaland. Well, I warned you things could get a little bit mental today, and spending £300 million on earning Haaland is the most mental thing I've ever done on FM. And to be honest, this save is so much fun. Just having unlimited amounts of money, building an absolute super team. I've never done it on FM. I just tend to manage with smaller teams, and having all this money, I may have got carried away. We were having problems with our front three and who plays anyway, with Endrick, Rodrigo, Vinicius and Mbappe. Now you add in Erling Haaland, who is 67 appearances, 70 goals for Norway, 55 goals and 98 for Real Madrid, for Man City, and already 26 goals in 25 games for Real Madrid, 37 and 40 over the entire season. It's just absolutely beautiful, and you won't be surprised to see he was pretty much our only signing that summer, as well as Ben Beachy for £3.5 million. We went to England once, we go to England again. This time we loaned him back out to Portsmouth. He scored 17 goals in 40 appearances. How have Portsmouth developed this guy? 5-star potential, outrageous player as well. And yeah, hopefully he's going to be the future of Real Madrid with Haaland, Mbappe, Vinicius. Season 4 though, can we win it all? No. We can't. We fall short in the Champions League again. Believe it or not, 4 years into this save, we've not done the quadruple. We've done the domestic treble this season, 98 points, our second highest in the whole thing. We won the Copa del Rey, we won the Super Copa, which is fantastic. But we haven't won the Champions League. We've got Mbappe, we've got Haaland, we've got Endrick, we've got Vinicius, we've got Rodrigo, we've got Valverde, we've got Bellingham, we've got Camavinga, Militao, Timber, Tchouaméni, Kimmich, Rudiger. The list goes on and on and on, but winning the Champions League is apparently impossible. I mean, Haaland with 7.72 average rating is quite good, isn't it? 7.41 for Mbappe, who now really is just a winger for us, as Haaland is our star boy. Rodrigo with 7.35, Camavinga with 7.31, Antonio Silva is outrageous. The best centre-back I've ever seen on FM. He is fantastic, 23 years of age, and these stats are so good. Very consistent as well, which is always good on the centre-back. 36 appearances of Portugal already. I imagine he is pure captain material. Jude Bellingham with 12 goals and 19 assists as well. 19 assists again for Joshua Kimmich. And I mean, the team goes from strength to strength. And for Season 5, we're going to have to bring in another amazing player. And that's going to be Giorgio Scalvini. Because why not? I mean, Season 5... there's not many amazing players we can even bring in. We've signed everyone, and the money here is just outrageous. Like, it doesn't go away. I mean, we spent 300 million last season. We've got another 300 million we can spend. Let's see who we're going to bring in out of this list. I mean, a 5-star Jamal Musiala at PSG, that would be great fun, but probably too good. Finances-wise, you'd be surprised. We're still massively, plus. We've not got any debt. We're so rich it hurts. We've got the best team ever assembled in football. I believe we've done that already. But Season 5, can we go for 3 La Ligas in a row? Can we go for another treble? And can we go for the Champions League and complete the quadruple? Season 5, let's get right into it. Camavinga has left the club. £150 million I got for Camavinga. But there was an issue with the team that I thought maybe could be resolved by Camavinga leaving the club. And that's bringing in an even more creative midfielder. And that man was Martin Ødegaard. Now, this man is fantastic in real life. We've got 150 million for Camavinga. We just transferred that for basically to get Ødegaard, who's been at Liverpool for the last 4 years and is now at Real Madrid. Back at Madrid as well, which is fantastic. As soon as I saw he was available, I thought it was a redemption arc. Get him back in, and what a season he had as well. 42 games, 7 goals and 11 assists. Scalvini come in for £71 million. A backup centre-back, played 13 games this season. Outrageous. We also signed Thomas Ferry as well. Another young centre-back, backup, 20 years of age. I mean, why not bring him in? He's good and he's young and fair play. Borja Soriano was someone we saw earlier on through the academy. We sold him this season for £23 million. So good to see him going out and getting some good experience as well. But this season is all about, can we win the quadruple? I mean, it would have been completely and utterly embarrassing if we didn't win the quadruple with the best team to ever be assembled. 98 points again, 56 goals for Haaland, and finally Mbappe turned up. 36 goals and 26 assists in Season 5. 16 and 3 from Endrick, 14 and 14 from Vinicius, Rodrigo with 10 and 18, 13 and 7 from Bellingham, 21 assists for Kimmich. Again, I mean, the team is just absolutely ridiculous. Data hub wise, you're looking at 3.63 goals per game, 0.95 goals per game. It's utterly, utterly outrageous. I mean, what a side. To finish it off, it was Courtois, Timber, Militao, Silva, Tchouaméni, Kimmich, Bellingham, Odegaard, Rodrigo, Mbappe, and Haaland. Is that the best team to ever be assembled? Let me know down in the comments down below as well. And who did we rebuild better? Barcelona yesterday with youth only, or Real Madrid today with the Galacticos and spending stupid amounts of money? These saves are both available in my Patreon for you guys to download as well. So head over to the description. You can get it from there. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe to Kempis, subscribe to Sold Out SI, subscribe to Anders, and we'll speak to you next time.